coming for you. 2 kills coming on either side. It's Boxic and Robs, but nasty ass Naf. He keeps finding those shots, and Robs will be the last one left on the bomb site. That's going to be it. 9-0.
Where do you go? I feel helpless. I'm not even playing. If I'm Mousesports, you've tried it all. You've tried fast, you've tried slow. Timeout called. Yeah, that's a conversation that they need to have. Listen to those words and listen close.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to say now.
You say, I think, you know what I say? I say, guys, listen.
It's been a good time.
You're in the semi-finals. The same thing we said before.
Yeah, exactly.
You're in the semi-finals. You've existed for just over 3 months as a roster of 5. Liquid quite the opposite.
I respect this, though. He's trying his best to keep them in it. Like, it's so difficult when the team is just going to be absolute zero now in terms of morale. I think these are the best approaches, just the rushes, just to stay together. Like, you've got players that can get opening picks, but unfortunately, every chance is coming in. It's these players that are just answering back as the USP is what to finish things off. Of course it is. 9-0. It's still not over. Like I said, 3 rounds on the T side is very common, and comebacks from that scoreline happen all the time. It's just the way the rounds are going down. It doesn't seem there's even a conversation to be had. The Mousesports can win them.
Yeah, charging outside, Frozen. Previously, the vent dive. This time he's down secret quick. Still knife out. Now the weapon in his grasp. He's anticipating combat. Nothing just yet to write home about. Props. He's been taking that fight through Squeaky and Nitro. He greets him with a smile and a headshot. He's gone.
It's going to be some difficult stats to look at on the Mousesports side after this game. It's another 5 versus 4.
We can see his hand and he gets it. Tags him up. Woxic's low.
They both got orbs. I've never seen this before. 2 orbs on either side of the ramp room. That's so insane. Like, what are you going to do? If you haven't got the utility as well, there's like
the firing squad.
There's 2 like cannons either side of ramp room. You're all in lower trying to get that bomb down.
It's like tower defense.
Exactly. My goodness. Chris J. The only chance they have is when Chris J's been 3-on-1s, and this is a chance now. Okay.
That's legitimate. A legitimate chance. Gets himself up the ladder. He will have a shot at the plant. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to eat my words. Naf's so quick up the ladder. He could contest. He heard it. And Naf's got a swing. He could have... Oh, no. It's 2 1v1s. It's not easy.
Oh!
And Naf!
Hello!
He's pulled a Sunny, and Chris J's going to convert. We've got round number 1. Mousesports fans elated.
If that's the way it goes down, I'm fine with it. You know, take the advantages while you can, Alex. If he's going to jump down and take his own life, let him do it, I guess. Chris J can't believe it. Yeah, there's the smile. But that's actually maybe what they need. A bit of a, that's why I said, a bit of a smile. Something funny to happen. A 4-on-1 clutch. Something crazy went down. I don't know.
He's gone.
Like you said, the last time that happened was it Sunny when he's in Mousesports at the major, like 2 years ago or something? Oh, Rob's still not in it, but he'll take the round.
Oh, I mean, great work. Once again, shout out to the replay op, because the fact that we can see this, truly the juxtaposition between the two is everything. You don't need to know anything else. If you just joined us, those 2 faces summarize the mental state of the 2 teams at play.
So just to kind of break that one down again, the only round Mousesports have so far was that essentially a 4-on-1 clutch where Nav cratered on the upper bomb site. That's all they've had so far, and an eco rush towards ramp and got the bomb plant. Everything else has been a disaster. This round's looking better, though. That's the first kill for Karnik, I believe. Yeah, he's 1-11. That's a first kill this half for him, and it will be a 4 versus 3.
The threat is so real. Nav fires off these warning shots, responds with nades, Frozen evades. Numbers. Oh, and again, the timing. Frozen not having the dream game. AWP in his hands at the moment. Where's Rops? He's a bit, I assume, looking for a weapon. Still got the CZ. There is one on the battlefield. And that's an AWP he could perhaps grab. And so it will be AWP, AK, and Krieg for the remaining 3.
19 kills for Mousesports at this point. That's averaging 1.9 per round, Alex. And for Liquid, they're averaging 4.9 around. So it's really not going well in that department. But like I said, 3 rounds. And there's still a chance to win this one. But the time... Oh, and a missed shot doesn't bode well. But they still have a fighting chance. As Chris J, again, this is... I can't believe I'm even saying this again. Chris J, 3-on-1, bomb going down lower. Yeah. Might be able to win it.
I think that's the 4th time we've talked about them getting the plant and having to clutch.
Yeah.
Wow. That's going to be a problem now. Looking at their money, yep, we're going to be just making some sacrifices. Pistol of choice, perhaps, but 10-1. CT sided short, but they've got the bomb down. 1, 2, 3, 4 defuse successes from Liquid as well. The rest just body bagging. Double orbs have been so hard to break from Mousesports at the moment. It doesn't look like they're going to be going outside NAF. An uncharacteristic mistake. The nade didn't cross, which, well, enables Woxic to do just that. Lige is going to be digging himself in. He's heard the comms. He's there at the right time. And Frozen surely gets caught out. Nice work. Elise shut down with the D. Got aggressive from Frozen, and Stewie's ready. Playing around with the sniper. A quick flick doesn't quite connect towards windows.
Stewie 2K, this is where he thrives. Back to the wall, AWP in hand, but he's finding every single shot. Bomb goes down, 4-on-2. Carrigan and Voxic to do what they can here. I'm sorry, Alex, I can't even hide this one up. There's very little chance they can even get the bomb planted at this stage. It was the partial buy. And Stewie, like we said, likes to take these sort of shots, likes to take risks, and it's the double orb at the ramp once again. Either side, set up the cannons, and the bomb goes down. All right. I don't mind that. There's going to be money at least for the next round. A 4-on-1 this time for Carrigan. Like I said, only got his first kill in the previous round. He is 1-11. If he gets 4 kills now, all will be forgiven. But at this stage, the bomb will be defused. And this is the second map, the pick of Mousesports. And we find ourselves at 11-1.
Victims of the veto is another conversation worth having. I mean, you're never going to have a map pool as deep as Liquid's, and they came in immediately. Liquid just take away train. Liquid straight away pick overpass. You're already 0. You're already kind of expecting to go 1-0 down. You have to try and find something. You go for the map you've had the most successes on, and by most successes I mean you've played it 5 times and won it 4. Liquid, they've played overpass 25 times. I mean, there is a clear discrepancy that's being displayed here in Montpellier. This is a semi-final. Mousesports have bested some of the very best in attendance. A 2-0 versus FaZe Clan. A 2-0 versus Hellraisers, who, I remind you, made Liquid sweat earlier on in this tournament. MIBR fell to Mousesports as well, and
bit of anger.
Not a fan.
Well, that was the second opening kill this map for Mousesports. Couldn't convert it. 11-1. Mousesports, they did take the partial there. They have weapons once again, but there's just no fragging coming in. Like we said, they're averaging 1.9 kills a round. We'll see if Voxic can change that. Nitro just hits absolutely everything. Before he even gets a chance to get the scope in preparation, he's taken down. Chris J down to 15. It's just, this is like the best looking Liquid you could ever see up against a Mousesports that's not necessarily prepared for a team of this caliber. Remember, they're in the semi-final and they've been together for 3 months. You've got to reiterate, this is an astonishing achievement in its own right. It's not going to end the way they wanted. I appreciate that, but they've got to make sure they keep their heads held high. This is just getting out of control now, Alex.
I mean, the way that Liquid have been starting these rounds off, like, just to recap some of the ways in which Mousesports have conceded early, it's a Molotov on Silo. It's a fast connection on towards Squeaky. Everything Mousesports have up their sleeve, they try and peek Hut. Twister's already got a spray straight through that smoke. You have half health for the rest of the round. They can win, quote unquote, these rounds very early on, very, very quickly. And easily to repeat as well, apparently, because Liquid, they keep doing it.
They're doing it all right.
They are doing it.
I think that's fair to say. Carrigan, Bowen is back. 4 kills to find, and you can see everyone's like, they've got to that point now where everyone's just challenging every single angle, is firing off shots, is trying to get it over with. Stewie's loving this post-round shots in the head of the corpse. He's really trying to send that one home, and it's part of the game. You can see they are mentally exhausted, and rightly said, like, there's not much you can do. A terrorist timeout. This would be more the coach calling these and just saying, boys, 12-3 is enough. That's exactly what he'll be telling. I don't even have to ask. They'll be saying, if we can get these last 2, it is enough. We can still win this game, but you have to... It's about to swear that. I would have sworn. It was me doing that speech, it was coming out. You got to believe, boys. You got to step up. 12-3 is still possible. They've gotten that point now where they've got carried away. They're pushing us everywhere. We just need to work out how we can crack open the bomb site. How can we get the plant down here? We've got executions. We know we have. We can't be taken down one by one. Stay together, slow it right down. Let's just do a classic outside execution. 4 players out there with the smokes. Let's trade them out. Nothing too flashy. We need these 2 rounds, and we'll go down swinging. Give it everything you've got for these last couple of rounds. We need them.
And so it begins. Mousesports in pursuit of the remaining 2 of our first half of our second map of our second semi-final, and we're off.
This is all we need. The outside smokes, right? Send some players out there. Let's just get the player towards Secret. Let's have a nice classic round here of everyone in trade positions. As Elige, he's ready to frag. Frozen opening kill, but they get taken down by the incendiary that was already deployed. Not Frozen anymore, I'm afraid.
Elysian, he got that info somewhere.
Oh,
no, Carrigan.
No, you don't like it.
A complete freebie. Stewie actually misses one of his. Now pressure being applied to him. It's Chris J. Chris J's actually caught Nitro on transition. Stewie's going to be pressed.
Oh!
Another one. Nearly got a third. Woxic Galil's enough and now upgrades to his favorite weapon for the 1v2.
Damn. At least you get to see a spectacle, Alex. The fact Team Liquid are still hitting those sort of shots. It always gets me going. A minute remaining, and Voxic, what does he have? No grenades. So, smoke. I take it back. So there's a chance to get this plant down. But he's Twists and Naflight, 2 of the most prestigious names in North American Counter-Strike now to best.
One going to be approaching from ramp 1 a bit deeper in towards the site by the doors. He's got 35 seconds and he's just starting to clear. He wants to check all of those corners, dark, as well as on the site now, perhaps going to glance in windows. Unfortunately for him, I was going to say the glass is there. No, he can do so silently. If he finds Naf, he's got 20 seconds.
Can't check this corner. Oh, the timing.
Does.
The timing. Okay.
He's got a smoke. He's going to have to deploy it and try and get that bomb down. Where's Twists? That's the next question. Is going to be coming from ramp, a little late to the party. Now a 1v1. Woxic, can he find the second round for Mousesports? He wants the AWP for this.
Of course he does. Makes sense. Twist actually has no utility whatsoever. This is a huge moment. Like I said, 12-3. That's a good scoreline. He's got the incendiary, the smoke on the T side.
This should be his.
I think it's his.
Should being the operative word because it's Twists after all. Does have the kit.
I can feel it.
Fakes it. Oh, what's Woxic's plan here? He doesn't want to reveal his location. Swings in. Twist is there. He's got the kit. He's got the round.
He's got it. Definitely got it.
13. Oh, that wasn't me uncertain.
I thought you were just
No.
sure.
No uncertainty there. Just sadness.
I felt like the way I built that up, surely toy with it a little bit more. Let's throw the doors open, bouncing incendiary on the bomb. Let's make him work for it. But just the dry peak with the no scope orb like that. I felt like there was more there. I really felt that there was more there.
Perhaps Stewie got more than he bargained for. The fact that he gets the second, Chris J and Rops falling to him. Close quarters hold. He wasn't far off from the third, and it's not fun for Mousesports camp right now. I do not envy anyone on headset.
1 round remaining in this half. They do have money dictated by the lost bonuses and plants that keep coming in. To be fair, the bomb is going down consistently, but just in the worst possible way. You've lost everyone and someone snuck down lower. Twist has not been Molotov'd out, but he has got players in front of him. A couple of them, he actually doesn't step up as much as you'd think. There is a good chance here Mousesports take this round now. 4 versus 2 in their favor. These are the rounds I wanted to see. Just keep it simple. Let's get some upper rushes in there, stick together, find some headshots, and they will take this round, almost certainly, but no saving here. Naf will do what he can.
Thanks to Woxic as well. Didn't quite get the clutch, but it looks like he's going to be securing them around one way or the other. Just Naf and Stewie, nothing to lose, everything to gain. They're going to try and do something rather ambitious. Uses that utility, wants to try and separate them, and Woxic's got himself a 4th. That's on for the ace to find number 2. Chris J's going to save the day, though. And so, the half concludes. Liquid are poised for the grand finals. 3-round gap from them and the grand final stage. Semi-final here in Montpellier. The 9th season of the ESL Pro League is looking for its champion. It does seem the Team Liquid holding the #1 spot in the world, but they want to confirm it, and it starts in Montpellier. Pick up the trophy and set your sights on Cologne. Look at the odds. My goodness. 13-2 was the scoreline. It is CT side.
Here we go.
Rops has found a little bit of a confidence boost. Twist's gone. That's a big head to take.
This is not impossible, Alex. If they can get this pistol, it's doable. Trust me. It sounds ridiculous, but they can do it. It's Nuke, the only map this is possible on. Rops is fighting tooth and nail right now towards that lower bomb site. They get this pistol, we've got a map on our hands.
Oh, and that's lovely from Rops. What a round. He's playing that USP like an AWP. Take a shot, fall back. And Nitro gone as well. Frozen precise, finds the head of a Liege bomb loose. Nitro left to clutch. He's got so much time, but the fight's going to come to him. Nice. Chris Jade is going to confirm it. And Mousesports, a necessity. More than that, compulsory round for Mousesports.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they can start believing. They can start thinking, we can do this. You need to get the 3-0 to kick things off. But like I said, over the history of CS in general, this has been the most CT-sided map in the pool. It feels like one of those brick walls sometimes, and those scorelines do happen. Yeah, 13-2. It can't get much worse in the semi-final when you're map down. But you're on the CT side now. You can dish out equal treatment. Yeah. You chose this map. You can bring this right back here, but here comes Voxic, looking to open things up, doesn't land the first shot. Notice there's no force buy here from Liquid, but there is a miss nade, doesn't matter too much. And at this point, Liquid will just be trying to get a bomb down if possible, maybe a couple of cheeky deagles if they're available.
Yeah, Voxic, he's getting these fights. No one's actually chosen to cross to Secret, taking the fight in front, though. It is only the scout. They know they can cause some damage, and damage they do. Elige, Nav, Twist, Stewie, they're all taking bullets from all directions. Carrigan chooses to dive to the vents. He's got a good idea that Nitro is right behind him. The alligator's hungry. The door's closed. Nitro's trying to catch him. Oh, he's going to get the plant. Naughty Nitro. Makes the best of a bad situation. How much better can it get? Not too bad. Bomb down in a rather dire strait.
Oh, the bomb planted on a full eco and a couple of kills as well. You take that every single time, won't you? That's not bad at all. Scary for Mousesports going forward, I won't lie to you, because they were going to buy anyway next round. Now they're going to have absolutely everything. And there we go.
My God, those Glocks.
They're powerful.
They'll
get you.
20 bullets, they click your head, you are feeling the brunt of that. I think that's they're 1 caliber apiece, those bullets. Essentially made of paper. So scary, though. 13 then to 4. Mousesports, they get the initial 2, and now it's time to face Liquid's wrath. I mean, Rops, he came into this half with 3 frags. He's got 5 in the first 2 of the CT side. He's going to need that.
AKs across the board. Carrigan will stay on the auto shotgun. Throwing in 16 for him right now. But remember, CT side, they can pull it all the way back round. This round will be indicative as to whether it's even possible, Alex. Yeah. I'll say that much. But shotgun is actually a bit of a staple on Nuke. The auto shotgun, you'll see this come out. For most teams, actually, they use it. Carrigan actually was in towards Squeaky. Foxy with the first kill there. Through the smoke. You'll always take those ones if you can get them. Stewie makes his way towards Secret. And remember, it's the opening kills been the problem for Mousesports. This could be a second. Stewie 2K versus Carrigan. Shotgun's got him. Lovely positioning. And they've got a 5 versus 3 now.
There's an AK on the floor as well. Carrigan, if he does realise it's safe, he might choose to scavenge. Voxic's going to find another one on the outside. He wants to just play survive. There's only 2 left, and now both of them do fight him. He does some damage, and Frozen, well, he's not going to be able to finish this one off because Twisty still lives. 70 points of damage done to him, though, and he's got 3 to find. Does have the bomb. That's going to make things just a little bit better for him, and he's got 2 CTs starting to pursue him. He shouldn't last much longer here. Unless he goes in, catches Chris J. That's not going to happen. Rops does arrive on the scene. From Warehouse, we've got ourselves another for Mouse. All necessary rounds. The first 3 strung together. I'm starting to see smiles. Perhaps just realize that it's not out of the woods yet for Team Liquid. Plenty of twists and turns to come.
For now, as Mousesports start to claw their way back in, we are going to see CZs and Nitro, one of the few players still using the Tech 9. He'll be bringing that out, a lot more run and gun potential.
Do you miss the Tech 9, Henry?
I don't miss the year we had where it was every single round it got like 4 kills. But that is a nice shot from Fox. They're just trying to get that bomb down quickly towards lower. Frozen might as go be the double agent, join the pack. And in he goes. He's going to sit in the flames. And he gets 2 kills for it. That's absolutely fine. Takes the bomb down, denies any plant potential. And at this point, it's just whether Liquid will get any frags whatsoever. Doesn't seem to be possible. Fly will give it its best, but Voxic survives on 28. Outside push leads to nothing, and you just got to take every round as it comes at this point. Remember, their map pick, CT side now. They got the start they required. They had to go in this way. They're currently now 4-0 up. It's got to keep it going, round by round, forget about that scoreline, and recover. Definitely possible.
Difficult, though. Let's watch this from Voxic. Such a quick opener. Wow.
That is quick.
That jump from a leash, I mean, you can get away with that 90% of the time. Perhaps not when Voxic's in the server. Line up. Liege got his Tipex out and left that down on the floor for later. Bit of aggression. I was going to say from the CTs, Chris is actually just finding himself in main, not pushed up. Liquid, they're lining it up. Outside they go, the smokes land. Now the action's about to unfold. Frozen on door, he's perfectly flashed. Oh, and Liquid, this is a brutal use of utility. The first man on the scene didn't have a chance, and now this round can be ripped from them.
So well done there. Twist coming out the squeaky door. The smokes are down outside. All the attention's on that area. They're expecting outside presence to come through. They're waiting for a chance to frag. The flashbang. Could you see that CT's door, the squeaky side? Yeah. What can you even do there? You've got a triple flash in the corner, and he just has to shoot. He can hear them coming as well. He's just like, right, I'll hold left click and just hope for the best here. And Twist takes 2 down, and that is going to be the first on the board in the second half of Team Liquid. 14-6 overall. It's Rops and Voxic looking for anything they can. At this point, Rops will maybe try and go for some sort of ninja defuse, I suppose. But I'd be saving the AK at this stage. They have left it open.
Rops?
Yeah, I thought he might do. Going for not going for it. I think there was a window there.
There was absolutely a window, but just that hesitant checking.
Like at this point, I would say go for that. You got to keep the AK, but I think if he timed that to perfection, he had that. I think there was that.
Of course. There was a little bit of a slip up from Liquid, not quite having the bodies keeping track of that one. No info on Heaven. They didn't have it, so a possibility. Not a reality, though, and this is Twist's frag. Look at this. Perfectly flashed Frozen, and then there's one in main, distracted by his teammates. Chris and Frozen gone, bomb down, and that's going to be the 14th now for Liquid.
Let's see whether Mousesports can hold on. Orgs are out. Money's still there. AWP towards outside, but flashed off. Foxy won't get that quick kill this time. Now they each find the same mark on the floor. Outside smokes deployed. You want to see these thrown every single round just to show the same tendencies that there's no information gathered when you do commit to them. Foxy, though, still active. You can see he knows there's possibilities here. If anyone jumps up or takes the gap, he'll be ready for it. He's a very strong sniper. The only player really performing on this side. 20 kills to his name. Closest next to him is Frozen on 12.
He's smoked off. His team can't really support him or call the cross. He's going to be playing Paranoid, and they can just walk straight down Secret. Chris J's there in response. He has to do something rather heroic here. 3 members of Liquid. What nades do they have? Do they molly it? Do they flash it? Ooh, the Molotov from Nitro does look like it's going elsewhere.
They will focus on that left-hand side, I was about to say, with the Molotov, but they straight up checked it here. Chris J's in a lot of trouble. He has played fantastically this tournament, but needs 2 kills now. There's the first. Can he find anything more? Not quite, but they still have the man advantage here, Alex. 4 versus 3. Robs waits towards lower. Great position, but they can still make their way back towards the upper side, which looks like it could be happening, potentially not. If they go lower, I say Robs wins it.
Stewie has been kept so busy just waiting for Woxic to leave. It means there's just 2 members of Liquid now starting to forge a path into the bomb site. Frozen. Decision to be made. Decides to smoke it off so he can peek. Will try and leave himself a gap to work with. Instead backs up ramp.
So Naf's making as much noise as possible right now. I'm not sure if the bomb's going to be making its way to the other side of the map, but we will find out. Nitro confirms it. Down he goes. Robs, strong position. 10 seconds remain. They need to take him down right here, right now, but he's doing everything he can. Back up from Carrigan. It was down to Robs to try and win this round, and he's done enough there. It's going to be Naf getting all the consolation facts. We want to kill him after time. I'm not sure if that happened. It looks like he just about went down, so that's okay. He still gets the cash as we enter round number 22. Big one for Mousesports to pick up there. Well read. It got a bit awkward there towards lower. Chris J, like we said, needed at least 1. He gets it, and then Robs could sit towards Shadow and buy them time. 10 seconds before he finally struck. He uses the AK-47 to great effect there, and it will be Mousesports receiving the first time out of Liquid now, because they have cash to buy, but it's not perfect. Naf's gone for the Galil because he had to drop the AK-47 for Nitro here. So they're just going to manage their funds and try and find series points here, grand final points, as quickly as possible before Mousesports get some wind in their sails.
I'd say they've started to unravel the sail.
Yeah, exactly.
No wind present just yet.
Hoisting it, perhaps, just getting it up there.
I do like the use of the word hoist. Look how little he's working with. Woxic, very quick.
He knew it was coming, though. You could see when he was there. He's like, there's a chance. Even all these smokes, everyone makes mistakes at these points, and we'll see if Liquid do. And he got that chance, and he took it. Round 22, Galil's. Like I said, Naf actually had to be the one dropping the AK. Very selfless of him to take the Galil. And we'll see what he can do with it. Woxic makes his way in towards that squeaky door. Door opened by Frozen. They are focusing that position. I think Frozen wants to have a little look as he closes it behind him. Naflight aware, sits patiently.
Squeaky door, such an interesting mechanic in this map. You can blow it open, you can play with it, you can play with sound cues, you can do a whole lot. Woxic, he's found another one. He's been finding the entry frags, those opening frags we were talking about, complete absence of them for Mousesports. Well, here on the CT side, Woxic's been able to find almost every single round, find that first blood. Now look at Rops' off angle. They're going to have to clear it. Surely they will. Bomb there, and it's only going to be 1. Twists. He ducks under the crosshair of Rops and finds ramp control. The CTs, they're well and truly conscious of the different avenues of approach. And oh, wow. Chris J, he knew. He had a good understanding that one had disappeared. Stewie was off the radar for far too long, but it's not over yet for Liquid. Naf, wow, that's quite the nade. Tags him up incredibly heavily. Just twists and Naf, 35 seconds. The bomb is on the back of Naf, and he's going to... Oh, very nice. Smooth moves, gets the smoke through the door and closes them on the way out. Are they on their way up?
Yes, but Chris J is sending them back down. The wallbang comes in. Naflight.
On the ladder!
He can't believe it. You get 0 accuracy on the ladder, but you can still fire blindly.
It was a headshot as well, Henry.
Of course it was. Naf can win these, let me tell you. HE grenade available to him. He goes back towards the squeaky door. He has 50 HP, but as soon as he detects a player outside, he'll open the door. But look how calm he is at this point. He knows you're in there. He's coming for you. He's a bully.
He is a bully.
He's just like, you know what, if you want to kind of toy around,
I'm coming for you.
Be tentative. I'm going to jump down there and get you. It was a very good effort there by Naf, and it's Mousesports winning the round as the defuse comes in. A sigh of relief. If Naf wins that pretty much is it. The money wouldn't have been there for Mousesports. Bomb goes down. Woxic, another strong round from him. 22 kills. He's doing everything he can, playing out of his mind with that rifle. This was the most ridiculous moment.
You naughty boy.
Yeah.
So close. That made what should have been a comfortable round for Mousesports very uncomfortable. You can see immediately to the team chat, Twists fingers on the keys. He thinks he knows the answer.
There's been 4 opening kills this half for Woxic. The disparity of the first half to this one There's still a chance they can do this, but Twist is looking to close things out. Some stylish moves, and that's not bad. Double kill on the cards. It's Elise that finds him, Frozen. Oh my God! He's going for the ace. He saves the day. It looked like they were done. That was it, Alex. Grand final point. Locked and loaded, but somehow, some way, he gets the 4K on the upper bomb side with the AUG and sends Team Liquid packing.
That's huge for Mousesports. Perhaps now they can start to believe that they can close this gap. Frozen animated for the first time in this series. Let's watch that again.
This is the kind of round, you're exactly right, that makes them start believing that this could be possible.
All headshots. Yep. So precise. He expected a leash. He killed Twist and kept firing. He thought a second body would arrive. And look at this.
Yeah.
Mousesports break a smile.
Trust me, they can do this. It's possible. They've got the opening pick now. It's going to be Nitro to be dropped first. And Liquid, they needed to close this early. I would say that when it gets to double digits, I've been saying it for years, that's when you start having the moment of doubt in your mind. You're like, this could actually happen. We might not do this.
Carrigan, quiet nuke from him. Didn't quite catch them, but sprays through the smoke nonetheless. It's just pistols that bomb plant the objective. Those double digits are on their way, Henry. Frozen. So much pressure for someone so young, so skilled. He is going to fall this time. That's an AUG in the hands of Twists. He has Kevlar with this. It's not impossible for him to do some serious damage to what is a rather shaky Mousesports economy.
Well, they'll do all they can. It's going to be Team Liquid now with the maximum loss bonus still. Seeing if they can find any point of access here as they go towards the window room and lower. Bomb will be dropped. Rob's really starting to come into his own, but so is Stewie 2K. Don't think he gets another here, but nice flashbang to push off the CT. 35 seconds is trying to cause any sort of financial damage he can. Every kill is worth $300, but not going to find another. They've got plenty of money to buy to the next round. A scary moment for Mousesports, but there it is. We have found double digits on the CT side of Nuke. All of a sudden, this does look possible. There is a conversation to be had that Mousesports can actually take this in regulation.
The only round we've seen Liquid win on their T side was that upper take, and it was a great upper take. Force Frozen into a flashbang, you get one more off that, kill him main, and then you've just played the afterplant beautifully. That's the only time we've seen Liquid show face, show, success on their attack on Nuke so far. Still many twists and turns yet. Let's find out. Mousesports are going to do the fast mollies. They want to slow them down. Woxic, he's in a compromised position, but look at the flames. They caught Stewie on the descent. I think he was the vent dive. He got caught.
Frozen melts Stewie 2K. It's the opening kill as he tried to get down towards that vent, and Voxic with the AWP. This isn't bad at all. Everything Liquid are throwing at them, it seems to be going very wrong indeed. 5 on 3, and Liquid now starting to flounder somewhat. They're going to have to make their way towards outside. They can still pull these rounds back, but it would be a round for Mousesports to give up for free if they would at this stage. Hold back, crossfires, still on the bomb side, shouldn't be an issue. Chris J's got himself out the window. That might be a missed call. 2 kills come in for it. No need. And that's exactly what I didn't want to see, Alex.
Yeah, this...
That's not a bomb site. You can let them have outside.
That's not a bomb site. God, I'd hate if you were my in-game leader. Guys, that's not a bomb
that's
site.
What I used to say.
And this is truly a problem.
Right?
Yes, Twist, Nitro, low, but they've managed to make this, what was a 3v5?
Yup. You lose like this.
3v2.
There's no one down lower. That is just not good CS coming in from Mousesports. Unfortunately, you get those advantages. Sit on the sides, boys. Let them have it.
Frozen's been a hero, though. He has to step up once again to keep Mousesports afloat. This would be Liquid's match point. They've got the bomb down. Damage done to them, sure, but Woxic's low too. Frozen, what can you do? Swings open the door. That's going to give them a whole lot of information. The angles are so good from Liquid. Look at this. You just can't be ready for it. Woxic's gone. That's info. Time ticks away, and Liquid find 15. And now I call a timeout. Here, right now. Mousesports, they need to catch their breath because that round was theirs.
That's a travesty for Mousesports.
No.
After all the work they put in the second half, to give it up like that, sure, let's focus on the positive. Liquid, amazing shots to get back into it, but the shot shouldn't have been available. It's a 5 on 3. You're desperately trying to get back into a game. It's a semi-final. There's a chance. You've finally given yourself a chance. You've got an opening frag on the Molotov. You've got a second kill outside. And then you've peaked. You've jumped in positions one by one to try and challenge. I couldn't tell you why. And now you have absolutely no money.
I'm not sure they could tell you why, Henry. I don't think they know. But Chris J, he's having a good go.
That's the only rifle they had.
He's going to be able to retrieve it. Carrigan picks it up. One kit on him as well. These are all important tools if they want to be able to stabilize, but it's Liquid. Heavy advantage, Liquid.
You're right. You're dead on, but these are sometimes the hardest rounds to close out. You overthink them sometimes, Alex. You know you should be doing it.
Right.
No one wants to be the first guy to go through. You don't know the CZ's on the other side. It's one of the most difficult weapons in the game to negate if it's in the right position. You don't anticipate it. So this could be it. 4-on-4. Liquid, one more round to close things out. Carrigan with the rifle. Remember, he's in main entrance right now. A kill with the 5-7. Another rifle picked up. And you can see that the panic starts to set in. You're not as assertive as you once were. You're trying to stick together. You're going too slow. And then mistakes start to happen. I still say Mousesports win this round. It's looking very good for them.
There's so much utility on Liquid, though. They can at least try and get that bomb down comfortably. 35 seconds. Rops has only got a deagle to contest. His eyes are towards ramp, and so Liquid, they continue their advance. Stewie's going to be clearing out the vents. Holding it as Naf's going to try and draw attention to himself, make it clear where they're going. Carrigan on the flank. Is there anyone anticipating it? Not yet. Back's turned, but Stewie's in vents. Let's not forget that. And could perhaps catch Stewie. He does. All on Naf now. He's got the bomb in 10 seconds. This should be Mousesports. They didn't have everything, but they've got enough. Woxic shuts it down, and they stabilize.
There we go. A lifeline. Not one they deserved after the previous round, Alex. I'll say that much. But 15-11 now, it's possible once again. Money is still there for Liquid. They should be buying into this and punishing the fact they haven't stabilized quite on the CT side just yet. We will see if that's the case. And we'll take another timeout now. It's going to take 4 rounds in a row from Mousesports to take us to overtime. Certainly possible now. I'm surprised they were able to bounce back after that disastrous situation before. 1 rifle, 4 pistols. Opening kill comes in their favor. Goes back to the 4-on-4, but they had to grind. They had to sit back in the crossfires and make those deagles and CZs work, and they certainly did. And when everything goes wrong, when shit hits the fan, it's Naflight that has to pull out the AWP. That's what normally happens, and that's the call that's happened right here, right now. He's going to bring that out and say, I'm closing this game for you boys. Watch this. I'm taking the sniper outside, and I'm going to take this game.
Liquid, 2 T rounds to their name. They need just 1 more. 1 more for grand final. And 1 more for a step closer to 250,000. That's just for first place. Naf swings open the door. He wants to be the one to finish this one. And Liquid, they are setting themselves up for some slow and steady play. The smoke's released from spawn. They start to gather ground. Naf, he's been given the freedom to hold this angle for a whole period of time. Woxic, the man on your screens there, had 26 frags. And need I remind you just how much influence he's had in Mousesports clawing this one back.
Slows right down. Stewie is outside. Most smokes
again
used up, and it's Woxic, another opening kill.
27. He does not want to let this one slip.
Liquid, they might be. 5-on-4. Remember, 13-2 to kick things off here on Nuke. And now, 4 rounds away from overtime. Mousesports with the advantage here in round 27. Now Fly, remember, he was the one who bought the AWP. It's traditionally Nitro.
He fires off the shot. They know it exists. They know it's on Naf. Now, Woxic again. He's found 2, keeping this safe. Chris J's there. Woxic keeps surviving. He's taken more and more. Finally, silenced by Twist, but the damage there is done, and Mousesports 12. I'm going to keep saying it. I know you know. 13-2 on the half. Liquid were 3 rounds away from the grand finals 12 rounds ago.
This is insane.
What's the money like for Liquid? Where are we at?
It's partial buy territory, but this is nightmare fuel for Liquid, right? This is all too familiar territory.
Yeah. You don't have to start that one.
I brought up the grand final from ESL 1 New York, right? 2018. I brought that one up. It was Mousesports Team Liquid. Very similar scenario in Dust 2.
And look at Frozen from Hut, a taste of the medicine that Twist was serving in the first half. Carrigan's actually the one to convert. Chris J's there, and they'll mow them down. No problems here. That's going to be 13 for Mousesports. 2 away from overtime. And look at the fire in their bellies. The coach, he's doing everything he can. Every single opportunity he can to try and get a little bit more of a smile creeping on the face. We called him out. Remember, it was the last round for the first half. We were saying he's got to rally them up here. He knows if 2 rounds, we said 3, if they can get those last 2 rounds, there's a chance. It's Nuke. The only map where it's possible where you have 2 rounds that you can pull it back. And look where we are now. Round number 29. We've gone the full distance here in Mousesports.
somehow have got their way back into it, even after throwing away a round which was dead set to be theirs. Round 29. Stewie. You can see they're not so jovial anymore. They're not pushing everything. They're not running around the knives out. They're going to play this to the absolute best of their ability, and so is Voxic. What an absolute beast he's been. Outside is where Nitro, the in-game leader of Liquid, resides. Smoke's down. He's there alone, but Stewie towards Silo. But you can feel Voxic, another opening kill, looks to be his.
I thought we were seeing something a little too audacious, just the door closed for him as his knife was coming out. Mousesports fans find their voice here in Montpellier. Chris J's there to support Voxic on the outside, repositions as the smoke lands, and you can see the CT molly to force Rob's frustration to summarize his performance in one word, and now he's going to be tested. 3 of them, and Twist beheads him. So precise. Now the molly to enable them to push ramp.
We talk about this all the time. The ramp room, one of the most important roles in the game, and Rops goes down for nothing. Will Frozen do the same? He has. That's the lower bomb side wide open, but still, Carrigan, he needs to do multiple things here. 2 frags were required. He can't deny the plant. That should be it. We've got Voxic, who's just been an absolute beast here on Nuke, joined by Chris J. First kill comes in. There still is a chance. At low HP, it has to come in right now, though. Chris J has the frag. It's going to be Voxic. They have a chance.
What's he doing?
They can actually do it.
Chris J's jumping. It could be a problem. Elise stabilizes. Surely another one. Voxic's an animal. He does not want to lose. 32 frags as he gets a smoke onto the bomb. Where is he? Nitro's gonna have to try and stop this bomb. He faked it. Voxic from behind. He misses the nose. Goes down to the P250. Times a problem. He's Oscar on the bomb. He has the kit. Nitro's gonna spray. He's gonna spray.
No. Oh, he's done it.
With a flash underneath. They will not go down. Mousesports have another chance. The Turkish player from the FPL circuit keeps his team alive against the number 1.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
Was that an underhand flash? Nitro couldn't find it.
It's unbelievable.
I'm shaken.
This is insane. There was no chance he wins that. He has been the MVP of this map so far, but I didn't think he had this in. The flashbang did come through.
I'm telling you.
And he missed the spray. Nitro, he thought it was done. Everyone was about to take their headsets off. The high fives are coming in. That was the moment where it's all going to end. And Mousesports have found themselves in a position now when they can take us to overtime. Can you believe it?
He can't. That's for sure. Carrigan, he wasn't expecting to have to make another call. Now he has to. Overtime on the cards. 1 round to do it.
What in God's
I got goosebumps,
name?
Hank. All over my body, man.
That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. They do have money. That loss bonus keeps them in this last round. The bomb being planted adds the utility in. But the AWP of Voxic has been something to behold on the CT side of Nuke. My God. Can he do it one more time to go down to the final hurdle? I can't imagine the feeling they'd have, Alex.
Don't you even dare. Let's see how this one plays out. A full stack from Liquid. Chris J starting to crawl. If he comes behind them, this could be it.
T-Red.
Oh, it's so naughty. Oh, Chris J, the Dutchman. It's only 1. And so Liquid fight on. Diving into Secret, but he has done damage. Don't forget, Elysian Stewie in trouble.
This is it. Stewie 2K. Sniffing out towards the vents, not going to find anyone there, but Rops, he has looked powerful on this lower bomb site, this time behind the silo, and it looks good. Mousesports have a clean read on this though, but can they find the clean shots?
Robs, the call is made, now just the frags have to be, and that's so good. But low, Voxic, he's being the hero, it can't be him again. Frozen, Carrigan alongside him. Frozen's got to tag up another. You can see they're so damn low, not even 100 points of health between the 3 remaining members of Team Liquid, and now they charge. Another from Voxic. Overtime, 2 frags away. He doesn't have to take that fight. The bomb's not down. 40 seconds. Where is the bomb? Speaking of it.
He's got it. Nafli's just picked it up. Good HG towards the sniper. Shouldn't matter too much, though. The bomb planted behind the silo, but the shot even better. We're going to overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 13-2. Team Liquid were having fun. They seemed like they had it in the bag. It was just a matter of time. The odds were off the scales. Everything seemed like it was a foregone conclusion. We have found ourselves with, I don't even know how many rounds in a row, but it's 15-15. Mousesports have taken it. And we go into overtime and them starting on the CT side now.
I have very, very rarely seen a team look the way Mousesports did on Overpass in the first half of Nuke and be able to stabilize like this. Heroics from Voxic, heroics from everyone involved. 34 frags for the Turkishman. And we're off.
Oh my God.
Overtime.
Carrigan's had enough. No, don't you do this.
What is this?
Don't you dare.
They're going to be lining up smokes.
Don't you dare do this, Carrigan.
Up smokes. They're none the wiser. He's surely making noise.
What's he up to?
Where are you off to? Bro, it's not warm-up. This is overtime.
This is live.
And from behind, Twist sees him. Carrigan, I'm not sure.
That's insane. I have never seen anyone go for that play.
I mean, if it's an outside take, he looks like the king of Counter-Strike.
Oh, it was so smart. I loved it. It's overtime. But Voxic, don't worry. You can sacrifice one player because he's still alive and kicking. Chris J, though, he'll be dropped at the main entrance. Upper is the problem now, but here he comes. He seems to be absolutely everywhere. Rob pushing the ramp. They're reacting so well. Molotovs will slow him down. If he pushes this smoke, Alex, and finds a kill to deny the plant, they won't have a response. There'll be nothing left.
I won't have a response. We may as well just mute the mics. Calm for now. Frozen's going to get caught on the aggress. Twist is so damn smart. He waited for it. They've got so much time, and Voxic's repositioned. He did fire a shot or make his presence known with a smoke towards Heaven. He's got repositioned now into what seems to be equally as locked out. Smokes and mollies, bomb down. Numbers favor Liquid. Voxic, he's upgraded to the AK, and it truly is an upgrade on this retake scenario. He knows there's going to be one close right. If you can take that fight for free, then it is truly just a 1v1. Twists versus Voxic. Oh, he walks around with his back turned and twists. He's not going to let that one slip away. Rops hasn't moved a muscle this whole time. And he's going to have to accept that that round is not theirs. Ends up Liquid finding what they couldn't in regulation on the upper bomb site.
Just to go back to our stats, right? We were tracking them closer in the first half. We were trying to make sense as to why Mousesports couldn't get anything together. It was the opening picks,
yes,
right? They couldn't find those at all. Well, guess what? Mousesports now lead in opening picks, 16-14, once we've got into overtime. How nuts is that? What a turnaround.
Is a stat. Shout out to where we're getting that from.
That's SEO back in the production room, working closely with me. I'll give him a tweet after this, but he's been doing amazing work with those numbers. Very important stats, adding to the narrative as
they couldn't find a single opening on the first half, Mousesports. Right. They lead coming into OT. What on earth? It turned on its head. It really did. But Liquid finding a round on the T side. This is overtime. This is what's been eluding both of these teams. They found the first. Will they find the second? Oh, and Voxic through the door. It doesn't matter. A couple of shots towards the wall as well. I've never seen someone look quite so terrifying regardless of their position on Nuke. And look at Nitro. He can see a leg, he can see a toe, tag switches to the pistol, and oh, Frozen, there's nothing he can do about it, resides himself to the corner, dunts his hat on his head. But Voxic already got another. Stewie on the rooftops. Chris J, if he gets this timing right, he can punish any aggression towards main, and that's exactly what Alicia's got. Oh, where did that come from?
That's a bit of a love tap, I think. Yeah. Stewie just keeping him in check. Chris J, even more so now. That is calm. That is calculated. He'll be taking those two frags, and it's Nitro in an impossible situation. Good news is for Liquid, they've got the one round already, right? Their T-side, for some reason, fell apart completely after a 13-2 start, and that will be Mousesports tying things up at 1-1. We have one more round to play here, a very important one. If Liquid can take this third round, they are in a fantastic spot to close things out. But to be honest, Alex, the way they've been playing today, considering the context of Overpass, right? The way that things look there. They lost both pistols, blew them out of the water, 16-8. They get 13-2 in the first half. It didn't look like Mousesports even had a chance at getting around. Now we're in overtime, and somehow, Mousesports are on the CT side and could be leading 2-1 going to the second half. This is going to be a historic game of CS.
I'll tell you what, it's a historic performance from Voxic. He's closing in on 40. In our first overtime, there's 39. What's going on? What did he have for breakfast? I need to know, because Voxic will not go down.
What a performance from this young man. Known to be the king of dust too. We know he's handy with the sniper rifle, but this is another level.
Here's talent. Here's a summary of the talent we have in Counter-Strike right now. With the AWP, yes, Voxic has got the majority of the frags with the AWP. He's got 40 frags. Twist, he's on 29 with an 80% headshot rate. The man is just tapping heads. Let's see that second one. The fact that he goes so wide and so quick onto Twists. Oh my goodness. There is adrenaline flowing through the veins of the Mousesports players right now.
Yeah, Voxic has 10 rounds in this game that are multi-frags. 10!
Yeah, we just perhaps witnessed 11. Frozen's charge in secret. Alicia's going to be the one to catch him. Molly is deployed early, and actually I think Frozen might push through this. He's there early enough, and oh, Alicia's so ready. So ready. And so the advantage very heavily in favor of Liquid. It's extended, it's looking very good. This upper take's gone absolutely nowhere, and Team Liquid, they'll find the CT round. 17-17.
Well.
I'm just going to catch my breath for a second.
Yeah,
this is insane.
Next round will post map points. Maybe grand final points for Team Liquid. Mousesports just to stay alive and take us to a third. Orbs are out. We saw that double orb set up through regulation, and it looked like they're having almost too much fun of it towards the end of regulation. Now, this is all too familiar territory for them. Massive scoreline against Mousesports in a semi-final, and it's all falling apart. Opening pick for Voxic this time doesn't connect.
He's got a 2 KD. 40-20. Stewie this time finds the opening frag. With that AWP, and Alicia's in a prime position to find another one here. Frozen, he's just not ready for it. Liquid, they're starting to compose themselves, and it's starting to look very scary for Mousesports. Their T side, let's not forget, was abysmal.
Yep. Couldn't get going. It seemed they didn't have a look in the individual duels. They weren't even finding kills. Naf, he'll be the one this time to secure the round. That's Carry. That's a brave peak as well. Similar sort of philosophy we discussed in regulation. When you got that sort of lead, maybe just leave the position alone. But he absolutely nails it. Chris J will drop down from silo and recover the bomb. Round should be complete at this point. There's grenades now to soften them up. Very good one. Doesn't quite connect. And they don't let them get anywhere near, it seems. Team Liquid will keep on challenging, looking for that final round here. It's a final kill as well. Chris J will get taken down by Elige, 18-17. One more for Liquid, Alex. Is this the moment where it all comes crashing down?
This, I mean, if you had a timeout, you'd take it.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
It's time for a call.
They do not reset at all when we go to overtime. If you use them in regulation, you get 4 per game. There's no chance to talk. Some events will allow you to talk in the freeze time, not here. Oh, that's sick from Naf. Like, do you know what I said? Like, sometimes...
That's how they close
when all else fails, Naf brings out the AWP. He does AWP, primarily on that CT side usually, but it's good to see him looking so good with it. Fast towards outside again from Frozen.
Liquid for grand finals. 1 round of Counter-Strike. They've played hundreds and thousands, but this one for a spot in the grand finals. 1-for-1 initially. Voxic, he's on hunting. He's not expecting it. Can't adjust in time. Nitro. 1 step closer for Liquid. Frozen to return. They're not going down easy, Mousesports. They want another overtime. Double AWPs as well. If they get that bomb down.
Exactly. We talked about that before. Comes to a bit of a standstill for now. Frozen makes his way towards heaven. Twists. So dangerous on that bomb site. Bomb on the back of Carrigan. They have no smokes. No... 1 flashbang, I take it back, but let's see if Twist can get his first kill.
That's big from Rops. Frozen was on the flank as well, but Naf, what? Takes Rops down close quarters. Now 2 versus 2. It's the double AWPs you were talking about. Where's the bomb? It's in the hands of Frozen. He's punching in the digits now. Was Carrigan, excuse me, but still. 2v2 after plant. Double AWPs. Nades available for Naf. Frozen on heaven. And Stewie, oh, he's looking for some angelic grace creeping and crawling. He's going to put the barrel into the bottom of Frozen. And now all onto Carrigan, 1v2 to take us to another OT. It's been quiet from Carrigan. Stewie has managed to get across. His back's turned. It's over. It's all done. The North Americans, by the skin of their teeth, they find themselves in the grand finals. Mousesports, what a fight.
It felt like it was going to be one of the quietest semi-finals of CSGO history. Mousesports didn't have any response in the first half on their map pick. They weren't even finding kills. There was 1 player on double digits at the end of the first half. Somehow, they resurrected themselves. Voxic put the team on his back and posted 41 frags. He takes them all the way to overtime and gives us one of the best performances of the tournament so far.
That clutch, Henry.
I've never seen anything like it, Alex.
I don't think I saw a single person he was shooting at. All of them so quick.
This has been a historic game. Like, congratulations to Mousesports. I want to say that much. Yes, Liquid are the winners and going to the grand final. Remember, Mousesports have been a team for 100 days. They're in a semi-final on one of the most prestigious CSGO tournaments of all time. And it's Team Liquid. They were on the ropes there. I thought it was going to be one of those moments once again. There was a third match to be played, but it is going to be 2-0, and we'll leave you with the desk.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. That's right. Henry G and Machine deserving themselves a vacation here because that one really did test all of the gaskets they had within their voice box. Quite the showing of force there from both teams. Liquid comes out on top, and you could come out on top too by voting in this Mountain Dew Amped Game Fuel Power Play poll. And we're going to run you through what you can actually vote on right now. Kerrigan with a 4K pistol and overpass. We got Nitro in the bank, 3K hold on overpass. Stewie 2K. Obviously, let's just call it Stewie 3K. And then, of course, there's Chris J with a 1v4 on Nuke. Let's take a look at these plays.
The Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel Power Plays.
A little bit of entertainment in this one right there, and I think for the editors to get the clip done of Voxic's clutch, we didn't have enough time. That one might have made the power play. But look, the first map, it didn't really get a chance to deliver, but the second half of the second map really did. That one right there gives us a little taste of what we could be expecting of this Mousesports roster in the future. And here's a couple of highlights from the series, I guess.
Oh, yes, Stewie, the smoke killer. And then we have Chris J in a 1v4 with the SG, a weapon that has gained popularity over the past few weeks, I would say. And here we see Chris J. He has always been innovative when it comes to weapon, right?
Sure. He doesn't mind using the Scout as well. He was always using the off-meta weapons, and now that it's in the, well, I guess it's in the fray, he's making it work.
Yeah, and make sure you guys make it work for yourselves by heading over at ESLCS Twitter and getting those votes in. In the meantime, we get to hear from the victors because they get to tell the story. That's how these things work.
Guys, I'm here with my welcome here, you must be relieved. J'imagine qu'il doit être soulagé parce que enfin, ça y est, c'est fait, ils se sont qualifiés. J'ai envie de savoir comment ça s'est passé alors que la première map était clairement à sens unique. La deuxième a été impossible à finir. Comment tout ça s'est déroulé? The first map was only one-sided map, but on the second one, it was impossible to finish. After a 13-2 side, what happened?
I don't know. Our usual T side wasn't working for us, so we had to kind of do some audibles and stuff like that, just stuff we haven't practiced before and stuff like that. But I think I should have closed out regulation, the 1v1 against Woxic. He was playing insane though, so props to him, and I'm just happy we finished it.
Ouais, alors d'habitude, ils ont l'habitude de faire quand même des sides terroristes difficiles. Là, ils ont bien senti qu'ils n'allaient pas y arriver. Il a fallu perdre malheureusement ce 1 contre 1 lorsqu'il y a eu le diffuse ninja que vous avez vu tout à l'heure face à Wojak. C'était un moment qu'il aurait dû finir. Il n'y est pas réussi malheureusement. J'ai envie de savoir maintenant, j'imagine que vous êtes très heureux de vous retrouver très proche de ce trophée. You must be really happy and proud to be now qualified to the grand final, closer and closer to this title.
Yeah, we're definitely excited. We're excited to play against G2. We played them online in the ESL Cologne qualifier, and it was a close match as usual. And I don't know, it's going to be exciting, especially since it's in front of the home crowd. It's going to be a great match.
Et en plus, ils vont jouer contre les G2, comme il vient de le dire. Ils les ont déjà joués en ligne et ça a été un très très gros match. Il va jouer face aux Français. Il sait que ce sera pas facile. On peut les applaudir bien fort. Thank you very much, guys. You did an amazing series here. Your time to finish it.
Nitro with the signature, and it's going to be Liquid that are signing the check today. That's right, they do move on into the grand final, and that was quite the showing of force. The other showing of force would have to be that just an outstanding play altogether, but the one that you voted on is the one that I want to talk about. We're going to go ahead and recap what the poll results were, and let's load that beautiful footage. In the meantime, looks like it was Chris J in a 1v4 that did win the result. Now, this is going to be a contested result, but that's fine. That's A-okay, because Chad's going to tell you why.
Sometimes we let you guys have your say, and we're going to play out this one right here. I think if we look at this round in the context of the match, it was hugely important, right? When you get the game that goes overtime and you have very few rounds in that first half, Chris J's heroics right here can be seen as more than just an impact round. It gave them the platform for Woxic to go absolutely Super Saiyan and put them in a chance to potentially push this one to a third. So a clutch like this, being able to isolate the duels, put himself in a good position to be able to play this one out. Props to Chris J, who had a great tournament. Obviously, they fizzled out a little bit here in the semi-final against Liquid, but this is the power play that you guys voted for, and it's a pretty nice play.
Yeah, there it is. It's on the board. It's all over the place. Liquid now finding themselves in a grand final and one step closer to the Intel Grand Slam.
Should be a freebie, right?
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, it really feels like that. I just want to take a second to just congratulate Mousesports on what they have done during this tournament.
Sure.
Obviously, we set the scene. We said this semifinal was for Liquid to win. They did so. But what a fight from Mousesports. If you think, all things considered, 100 days together is what you said.
Yep.
The first half of the second map, 13-2. At this point, you think that's it. It's over. Any team with that young roster, I would say, together would probably roll over and just die. But no, they fight back. Woxic, absolutely stellar. I mean, I was living the game at the end.
Yeah, I think when you're able to put up a good performance like that from an individual in these kind of circumstances, it shows they didn't just give up, right? And that is one thing that you're going to need if you want to be a top contender, Trace.
Yeah, that's absolutely what you're going to need. Woxic showing up in a humongous way here today. But this is what I want to take a look at. This is the entirety that this match will be remembered by, I think. Even though Liquid wins, this was nuts.
It was incredible. And I even tweeted, like, if someone somewhere has a camera shot of us watching this, we basically all fell down, and I was under the table watching the clutch. And I mean, these moments are historical. And just the fact that Woxic, drops that little flash, just a little flash as he's diffusing through the smoke.
The haul that he would have had in those rounds to keep them in that game, right? Those are like massive stats. Those are stats that you don't even see from people within like an entire game. He's done it within, the later stages of a half. So props to him for such a performance. Obviously, the frustration was there for Mouse. We could see it on the faces. We could really see it creeping on in. And if they had a few more chances in that first half, maybe they would have taken that map relatively easily.
Just on the second map alone, you want to talk about some numbers. 41 and 22 for Woxic, but overall, these are some series stats. You could see he was almost just a hair away from having that 100 ADR, which is quite influential.
I mean, his back must hurt, right? If you look at the numbers, he was really trying hard in the gym here, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, individually speaking, absolutely beautiful. You just wish someone else would have stepped up, because I think if we were that close to a third match.
There's a lot of situations there where he was just taking heads-up duels towards Yard as well and just winning those kind of fights. So when you look at those kind of impact on the start of rounds and the clutches, great half from him.
Yes, and there is a defeated side of the story here that we must hear directly. We actually have Kerrigan. He has blessed us with an interview. I'm always very thankful for these types, so let's hear what he's got to say.
A close loss in overtime. I've got Kerrigan from Mousesports with me, and the first thing I want to say is you've got to overall feel it's such a hard loss, but still very proud of everything you've managed to achieve in such a short amount of time with this team.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the team. Like, I think we showed this tournament maybe until the semifinal how good we can be and how much potential we have. But also when you face a team like Liquid who has incredible good map pool, their permaban is our best map. So we kind of get forced down on a map like Nuke. I kind of feel like we kind of had some rounds on the Nuke and kind of some calls I have to look at. But the CD side, I knew we could come back, and that's what we did. And so Voxy just popped off in the end.
Now, I'm going to ask about Woxic because I spoke to him just outside of the game, and he was saying the difference between HR here now is that you understand his style of AWP and implementing it into your game plan. Well, that certainly just proved and worked massively. But what was happening with Rops in this game? Did he just kind of lose his cool? Because we've never really seen him drop off like this, if I'm honest.
No, but you have to look at the maps you're playing. Overpass is never really a good map, never been for Chris and Rob. So it's some new map they're trying to implement with me. So that kind of showed maybe a little today. Yeah. Also, on Nuke, when you're playing Lurk as T in lobby and everybody just dying around lobby, it's not really going to get some impact. If we're going to get in 3 and 3s, that's where Robs can kind of shine. But you never got in those situations as T, and there's something I have to look on. Maybe it's kind of like the calling I did was kind of good adapted by them, and maybe it had a good read on how we did. So in the end, I just think it's a mix of the map and how the T side turned out.
Kerrigan, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you get on, but just an absolutely amazing accomplishment for a big event like this. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Mousesports can do, mate, because you are leading the charge. We're going to go back to the desk. I wish I had more time to ask him more questions, but we've got to close up this semi-finals day.
We actually do. We do have to close the semifinal day out. That's how these things work, which only leaves us with one matchup left, one best of 5, a grand final at that. But perhaps you're just joining us. You're really late to the party. The party's actually over for today.
Yeah.
We can take a look at the playoff bracket, and I know that since the prediction master is with us here now, he wants to walk us through it.
Is it me? Am I the prediction master?
Well,
yeah, that's true.
Right.
I got
the trophy.
I actually am. I also had everything right today in my prediction, but let's not talk about it. This is not the time and the place. So we saw obviously yesterday G2 beat FaZe Clan. We saw also Liquid in a thriller game beat Astralis. But today was the show. G2, they survived the NRG scare. The third map was actually not that easy, and G2 said even themselves that was more difficult than they expected. And we have just witnessed Liquid survive the Mousesports scare on the second map.
Well, the prediction master, who you got taking the final? Was it G2?
Oh, it hurts me to say.
Of course
it really
it is.
hurts
What do you
me
mean?
to say. No, listen. G2 is going to take it.
He's insane. So the maniac. No, but honestly, I'm going to tweet today.
I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. And all the prediction I've made them with my soul and my heart.
Okay,
I believed in
so
them.
not the head.
Rather than the brain.
Yeah.
It was
with the
everything.
heart
No,
option.
it was everything. What I mean by that is I was honest, and I think this is probably the end of the road for G2. I think Liquid is too big of an ask in best of 5.
Yeah.
But I knew that G2 would be able to do a great tournament because all the elements were together, and I'm happy for them for the run.
So it's like a recipe.
Yeah, it was quite the build-up for G2 in a lot of ways. And that's the build-up for us for the day. We're going to go ahead and begin to look far, far away from the camera lens that I'm staring down right now. But I want to thank you all very much for joining us in this semifinal. We've had a hell of a day, hell of action here in the server, and tomorrow will be absolutely no different. A best-of-5 final between the French and the North Americans in Liquid and G2. There's no better place to be than here and now at the ESL Pro League Season 9 Finals. Au revoir, everyone.
Sarah, I want to fade away, be with the stars in outer space. You come and you go, you take me high, you take me low, but I don't know how to do this.